Hi everybody, it's Christy from Retail Bliss. Thank you for joining me. This is my very first video for Retail Bliss. I cannot believe that. Hopefully the sound quality is okay because we do have some construction going on. So there's plastic all over the roof up here, and the HVAC is actually reverberating a little bit off of that. So we'll try and fix it post-production, but just so you know, hopefully this isn't the new normal, but we've got our fancy mic up there and hopefully that will do us right. So here today I'm going to take you through a question I get often on my blog and from my clients. It's what do I focus on when developing a marketing plan? So this is definitely not an easy to answer question, and it's really complicated because as entrepreneurs we only have so much time in the day, and we also only have so much money unless we're funded as a startup. So it's really important that we focus our marketing efforts, we be as efficient as possible, and that we measure our ROI, or our return on investment of our marketing activities. So I'm here today to give you 5 tips that you can use for your next marketing plan to make it more effective and more efficient and drive the results that you really want to have in your online store. So tip number 1, really understand your ideal customer. Who is your target that you're going for? Now, a lot of people will tell you not to niche down too much or your business is too niche. I've heard that with my own fashion line quite a few times. We focus on the niche of travel. However, it's actually been one of our greatest successes. So I say the more niche, the better. There's so much opportunity out there in the universe for a growing, budding business. Just look at all the brands that have started up in the last little while, like Warby Parker coming into the eyeglass space that's super cluttered with lens crafters and all these multi-million-dollar enterprises, and coming in and just blowing up the industry. So think about what your niche is and who that is actually serving. And a good way to think about it is to flip it in inverse, is who isn't being served right now by certain products and services. Is there a market that maybe is underserved that maybe your business can serve? So really do your due diligence on that. I have a great post about how to find out more about your target customer once you do narrow in on who that is. But essentially your target customer should drive all of your marketing efforts. So that is critical to developing an effective marketing plan. Tip number 2, define your budget. So this is a tricky one for entrepreneurs because we think we don't have a lot of money, so why write it down? And it's actually kind of scary, I found, for a lot of entrepreneurs to budget because just writing down some of those numbers can be really scary. So one of the things I see, I have a free template for marketing budget. If you sign up, there's a link below to get my Retail 101 course. There's a template you can get in there for free. It's an Excel spreadsheet that I use myself to plan my marketing budget. There's a tendency to underestimate when it comes to marketing expenses. So entrepreneurs will go in there and they'll put in like $500 for photography, $250 for bloggers, and quite honestly, although you can do a lot of social media and you can sweet talk a lot of bloggers and stuff like that, eventually as a product-based business owner, you're going to have to spend some money. So you might as well budget it now. Now the goal is not just to throw money everywhere, the goal is to be efficient with your spend. So number 3 key to building an effective and efficient marketing plan is ROI. Knowing your return on investment is so important. Not enough people do this. A lot of people will run a campaign and then be like, okay, well that was good, I saw some traffic. I can't tell you the number of times that I've spoken to entrepreneurs and asked them about Facebook advertising, and I said, did it drive some sales? And most people couldn't tell me the answer to that. So you actually should not be spending money on anything that's not driving revenue. That is so important. I think there's too many things out there that opportunities that look tempting that you invest money in and then they blow up. Maybe you don't even want to look at what the results were, but it's really important for your learning and the growth of your business to measure them. Number 4, plan, and stick to that plan. So creating a plan is only so good as how much you use it. So if you create this big, beautiful marketing plan and this PowerPoint and it just sits on your Google Drive or on your desk in a folder and you don't use it, then you are wasting your time. Create a marketing plan that is useful for people, to investors. If you have investors, you can show it to them, but also for yourself, and if you have team members, for your team, so that you can share it with them and get them engaged in the brand. So make your marketing plan. I have a couple of posts on this, and I'll do a video on this coming up as well, as how to make a marketing plan. But one of my most popular posts is how to make a marketing plan in one day. And that's really, really simple. I like to plan marketing plans now. I come from a background of consumer packaged goods and retail marketing. We used to plan like a full year in advance. For startups, I like to do little chunks. So I like to do like a 3-month or a 90-day plan. I think that's the most effective. It's really hard to plan farther out than that. You can plan, I think, thematically, but to plan actual things, it becomes very difficult, just the way the internet world works. And number 5, don't be afraid to try new things. So if you see a new opportunity and you run the numbers and it looks good, you may have to test it out and take a little bit of a risk. There is no silver bullet when it comes to marketing for product-based businesses. I often have people come to me and say, okay, so what do I need to do to make money and build a business like the one that you have? There is no answer. Honestly, I've wasted so much money myself in my own business doing things that drove no revenue. And I had to do them because I had to learn what worked for my business. It's going to be different for every business based on the target you serve, the product or market that you're selling, the state of the market, is it in growth or decline, your price points. There's so many factors that play a role here, so it's really important for you to implement those 4 things I talked about, and then take a real big test and learn mentality around it. Sure, you don't want to be like sending out $10,000 worth of print ads, but if there's an opportunity that comes along, looks like it's a great fit, you've done the analysis, you know what, sometimes you just have to go for it. And if it works out, fantastic. If it doesn't work out, then be kind on yourself. That is the essence of being an entrepreneur, is being kind on yourself, learning from your mistakes, and moving on. So those were my 5 tips on how to create a more focused marketing plan. Thank you for watching my first video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it brought some value to your life. Good luck with your business. Be sure to check out my blog, retailbliss.ca. I'm always posting on there as much as I possibly can with Running in Circles. And I'd love to hear your feedback on this video, as well as if you want to send me any questions that you'd like me to tackle in an upcoming video. There's a link below this video as well where you can email us and let me know what you're thinking and any comments you have. I'd love to hear your feedback, and good luck with your businesses. You're doing something very cool and very risky, and that's amazing. So keep going for it. Talk to you soon.